Okay, my name is Mendel Kummer. I live in Israel, in the city of Tzfat. This is my good friend Ariel Ben Avram. We've been friends for many, many, many years, and we've learned together many years. And there came a point where we decided that it's time that other people should be able to enjoy the learning of Chassidus that we've been doing. Specifically, it's been Chassidus Chabad. And what we'd like to do is to learn a special part of the Chassidus Chabad, which is called the Hemshech Ayin Beis, the discourse which began by the Rebbe Sholom Dov Ber in 5762. It went for approximately 4 years, and the Rebbe Menachem Mendel says that it is one of the most unbelievable, deep, amazing discourses in Chassidus. So I want just to start. People should hear Ariel. How do you look at Chassidus? How do you see it as different?
Actually, the question is for you. I'm supposed to do the introduction, but then.
But I like to hear how you look at things. Let me hear.
Okay. What I learned from you since I met you 18 years ago, when we started to study Hasidut, Lubavitch line. I remember that I told you the only way to understand Judaism, maybe to conceive the idea of what Judaism is with the Hasidic tradition.
Why specifically Hasidic? What do you see in the Hasidus?
Yeah, they emphasize, Hasidic means from the root word Hesed, which is loving kindness. So in other words, the approach that we have to ourselves, to our fellow human beings and creation, and to our Creator, is through loving kindness. That doesn't mean that we avoid the fear of God, or the reverence of God. Of course, we do that, but actually that's part of the loving kindness. We love Him so much that we revere Him. That's the idea. So the Hasidic tradition proclaims this approach of understanding. So the Baal Shem Tov said we have to unify the Jewish people being kind to each other. Tzedakah, charity, loving kindness, doing good deeds for everybody. We attract through goodness the final redemption, because the final redemption is about goodness. So if we don't do the goodness, we don't attract especially the final redemption. So that's what I learned from you. In other words, the Hasidic thought is some kind of mind frame that we understand reality. In other words, after I learned from you all the Hasidut, any text that you can give me, I understand it. So when I tell you, in 770, there's the center of light, divine light that is spreading to all the world from that point, and people call it a Bet HaMikdash. We have to understand it in that context, not in the context that, what happened with the one in Jerusalem. No, is what is anchored now and what is happening now. Now, when the light is revealed completely, that Menachem Mendel is going to manifest himself, it's going to be here. We know that, and Chabad never denies this. So everything has to be explained in such a way that we understand basically what it is about. Now, the book that you are teaching is very important because it's very, as the Rebbe himself was pointing out, why it's so important, why you decided to do these classes to reveal the inner meanings that we are, because some people, and the context of it, because sometimes the theories, the words that you use, the keter, and you talk about the inner light, what these things mean. I don't want you an explanation now, but what is the idea behind it?
It's a good question. Many times there are things that we understand about the depths, and many times the things we don't see right away. But what we do know is that the spreading out of the Chassidut was done by the Lubavitcher Rebbe in an unbelievable way. And at one point, he turned to the public on the holiday of the redemption of the first Lubavitcher Rebbe on Kislev, Vitas Kislev, and he spoke that since he's given out all the Chassidut that is possible, but there's one part of the Chassidut which has been hidden, and since it's so powerful, so he doesn't know whether or not in the heavens they will agree that they should let this out to the public. So that Rebbe said that there's this discourse should be printed without anybody's name of the printers, without anybody's name of who supported. And the Rebbe said the best thing would be that everybody should give $1. Everybody should be responsible together. And therefore the Rebbe said that when it comes out, that he hopes that people are going to learn from it, to study it, to absorb it. And I know that when a person learns Chassidus and he lives with it, it's for sure going to change his life. And so that's why this was specifically this discourse is why that I think it's time that other people should enjoy it much as I enjoy it. So as other people, why not should other people enjoy it?
Given us in a capsule, what is the purpose of the book? The main, of course, you will develop, you will explain, you will elaborate in detail what the book is saying, but the bottom line is for people to.
The bottom line is it's a travel into the inner space of the soul, right? To understand the concept of how to look at the soul, the powers are, and in the second part, it goes into the process of how to daven, how to pray to Hashem in such a way that to make a unification between your whole the nefesh elokis, the holy soul, and the animal soul, that both of them should be unified together, which is really a preparation for the redemption. Right? That we're going to see that there is unification. There's nothing else but the Creator. Right? That the soul and the animal soul and the holy, everybody work together. So that therefore is instead of coming from a gift from just above, so there's a desire that we as entities below us to do our part to train our perception to see things in the way that they're really going to be.
Okay.
Should be right now. Gula Shlema, take it. Mamash now.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
See ya. The name of Melech. See ya.